Are you somebody that absolutely loves pickleball? You've picked it up, you're playing it again and again and again, and you see people coaching others, and you think to yourself, do you know what? I could do that. Maybe you're in a position right now and you're in a job that you don't like, and maybe you're just not inspired, but you spend a lot of time on the court, you're inviting other people to the sport. Maybe you're also watching this because you've actually taught some friends and you've got them to the point in which they're now playing comfortably. But you've not maybe even considered that this could be a financial option for you so that you can actually change lives and maybe change your situation part time. Let's avoid the full time conversation. I'm talking part time. So in this video, I'm going to go over with you some important math so that you can understand what's possible on just two tiers. But before I do that, what sparked this video was yesterday inside my mastermind, we're doing a video challenge and I was having a conversation. And what was coming up for some of the members were limiting beliefs, right? And this is about video, but I want to tie it back here to starting as a pickleball coach, right? So what were the limiting beliefs? The limiting beliefs were, people aren't going to like it. And maybe, people are going to get bored of, me being on camera. And it's just all of the stories in our head that aren't actually valid, but we have those because we're trying to protect ourselves. So I want to get into your head here and actually say to you that if you love pickleball, if you're addicted to pickleball, if you like helping people, you can be a coach. You can actually be on the court and people can be paying you for your services. Now, maybe you haven't gone into business before, and that's okay, because here's the thing: if you've learned pickleball, if you've picked up pickleball, you've got better in pickleball, that means that you actually do have what it takes to improve, to learn, and to grow. So with that being said, I want you to think about starting a pickleball business as simple milestones, just like going from a brand new player to your first open play to your first, winning your first game. Each one of those is a milestone. So what are the milestones for you to actually start becoming a pickleball coach? Well, first of all, you got to make that decision, right? You got to say, yes, it's possible for me, and it is possible for you. The next thing is choosing whether you decide to get certified or not. I've done videos on this. You don't have to be certified to become a pickleball coach. It's advisable, of course, to have insurance. But actually, even before you go into that route, if you decide to, what you can do as a key signal, and there are certain catalysts, right? A key signal for you is to introduce some friends and start working with them and get engaged the reaction. What are they saying? Oh my God, that was really useful. You've now built my confidence. Now I'm really comfortable with being on the court. These are the initial signals that what you're doing is useful. Okay. Then what is the next stage from that? Well, the stage from that is going from doing these initial free sessions with your friends and family to then actually being paid. And this is a difficult hurdle that people struggle with. And I've actually did another video on the transition from free to paid. Check that out on my channel. So making the decision, starting to gauge by working with some people, and then that transition to being a paid pickleball coach. So what is normal? I want to set the frame here for what is normal. Okay, it's normal when you haven't done something before like this to get imposter syndrome, to have fears, to have reservations, for you to have an idea but then not move forward. And that's where sometimes accountability can help. That's where someone guiding you can be really useful. All right, but think about those milestones, think about those next steps, okay? Because it is possible for you to actually do this and make a success of it. I think a big reason why people don't move forward is that they convince themselves that it's not going to be a success. They convince themselves that people aren't going to pay them. They're going to convince themselves, and other stories might be, well, there's loads of other people doing that already, okay? So what I want you to do is write down, if you're interested in this and this kind of sparked you and excited you, I want you to write down any limited thoughts that you have on one side of a piece of paper. And then on the other side, I want you to challenge it. All right. So you might say, for example, like, I can't do that. It's a very common one, right? I can't do that. So on the opposite side to that, the simple flip for that would be, I can do this. And then when you put that, I want you to come up with evidence of why you can. So, for example, a good frame would be like, I thought that I would never play in a tournament. So if you're playing in tournaments now, think back to the time when you thought, I couldn't do that, but now you're doing it. So you made that progression, okay? So it's just our thoughts, and our thoughts are not always true, okay? It's that part of us that comes up to sabotage us, okay? Now I want to talk about some of the numbers, okay? Because sometimes we just need to hear this to get really excited about what's possible, all right? So, of course, there's that first milestone and that first paid client, and that's a really key hurdle to get over. And within this channel, there's also a 5-day challenge you can check out, all right? Check out that first paid client 5-day challenge on the channel. But let's just say, and I give this, $50 per person, right? If you did 25 hours part-time and you charged $50 per person with groups of 4, that would mean that you're at $5,000 a month. That's 25 hours a month. Now, I understand that for some people, and I'm using an hour, for some people, they do 90-minute sessions. I have a client in the mastermind who does 90-minute sessions. I have myself, I've done 2-hour beginner sessions. But understand that, so the hours may increase, but I'm just saying that for 25 hours at $50 per person with groups of 4, so basically 4 players, or you can do 3 and you, but obviously there's going to be less revenue. That is part-time, $5,000 a month. Check out also the video with me talking to Emily about how I got her to her first $12,000 a month within 6 months. And this is without a club. This is without actually having your own facility. All right, this is part-time, you on your own. Okay. Again, notice the thoughts that come up for you. Right, people won't pay that is a very common one. It's not true. It's just a story that we have. Then a big catalyst to the $6,500 a month or more is for you to introduce a tournament, right? So at 30 people paying $50 each, which is fine, which is reasonable, that's $1,500. See, now when I talk about these numbers, it's important for you to understand that maybe in your mind you've been thinking, this could just be a little bit of side money, and that is very normal in the pickleball space, especially the Facebook groups, which is like you can, and I've read it from multiple people. You can't make real money. Okay, these are all limiting beliefs. I remember I used to do CrossFit, and there was a guy that ran the gym, and he said to me categorically, Simon, you can't make money with Facebook ads. You can't make money on Facebook. And it's just a mindset. And I was doing it, but people are so fixed in their thinking. So I'm doing this video to expand you. Now, getting to the $5,000 per month, and getting to the $7,500 a month, or whatever that number is, even the $1,000 a month. I'm not saying that it doesn't take effort. I'm not saying that it's not going to be a challenge for you. What I'm saying is that it's possible if you make the decision and then move through the milestones, because it's literally step by step. When I work with my clients and they're committed and they're all in, I'm just guiding them through the process, right? It's step by step. So understand it. Once you've made the decision, once you've got the pricing down, once you start to market yourself and put yourself out there, of which there's a lot of demand, right? This is such a good business because there's high demand, and there's actually few people who are and I'm just being brutally honest, few who are actually really driven to grow a business. This is a massive opportunity for you. So whether you adjust the pricing or whether you adjust the amount that you're working with, it doesn't matter. You can make a really good, whether you want to call that side hustle or part-time, in the pickleball space. But this video is about telling you that it's possible for you, if you love pickleball, if you're addicted to pickleball, you can actually make a really good income, change lives, bring more people into the sport, spend more time on the court yourself. It also improves your game, because when you choose to coach others, it naturally forces you to want to get better. So the byproduct of you becoming a coach is that you improve your game, you introduce other people, and at the end of the month, you've got that extra money to save, to put towards a house, to invest in other things that you want to invest in. It all starts from a decision. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. I really love it when I get comments where you guys are engaging, by the way. I would love to hear from you. Has this video inspired you? Have you been on the fence, or are you someone that hadn't even considered it yet and just this video popped up? I'd love to hear from you, and I'll see you in another video. Take care.